Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we are taking a look at your guys' chart requests here inside of the Discord. We're just going down the list. Yesterday, we left off right here at Vaughn. He requested Plume, PENGU, and Zen. We're starting today with BBAI. We're also taking requests from the live chat here on YouTube. If you guys are tuned in to the live, drop those requests in the live chat, and I will be taking those from you guys here today. And I hope everyone's having a good day so far. We're just going to start off right here with Roro requesting BBAI. This is an AI play here. So this one's still sitting right here at around 380. We've just kind of been chopping. So we got our signal down here in March back at around 320. Okay, it went all the way up here to 440, so we're just kind of ranging right now. Everything still looks bullish. This would still be a hold, right? As long as the dot is green, we remain bullish on it. I mean, the bottom for this was right here back in March, right where we got the signal. That was at like $3. So the indicator's telling you that, hey, $3 is the bottom. So anything in this range is a good buy. We're just waiting for the wave to come back up here and give us a red dot like it did back up here at $7. Like it did back here at around $8, and like it did right here at around $7.78. So again, we've sold off really hard. Okay, but as long as the dot is green now, again, our buying strategy is to buy when this wave is down here, given green dots. We never want to buy when the wave's up here. Down here, right? Not a good time, right? Big sell-off. People are bummed. People are quitting. People are leaving. Okay, and now we got the green dot down here. This is when we want to be buyers. We want to buy when no one else is excited. We want to buy things that are beat up, and this thing is down from all-time high was 10.50. It's sitting at $4 right now. So we like BBAI as long as it holds that low off that green dot at right there at $3. What's going on, Slow Train? What's going on, Mark? What's going on, Jeff? Spartans, prepare for glory. We are live Monday through Friday, baby. We're back to a normal streaming schedule for you guys just tuning in. I appreciate you guys having patience with me. My wife and I moved over the last week. It's been moving sucks. I'll tell you that. I never want to move again in my entire life. It's been a lot, but I'm happy to be back here with you guys on the charts, dialed in, mastering the markets together. I see one here for Mark in the live chat here for CEG. This is Constellation Energy. So this one's red right now, so you want to be careful on this, right? You want to wait till that green one comes back. It did have a green dot right here at around 270, but the only thing that invalidates a green dot is a red dot. So if a red dot comes, you just got to expect that, hey, we could either sell off here, okay, or we could find support probably right there at around 230. I don't like this thing. I don't like it here. At these levels, it's down below these EMAs. I'd probably be looking to buy this around 240, 220. If you bought it right here at 260, right, that'd be a place to average down. So again, you're building your position. So you bought it here at 260. You had another signal right here at 260. You didn't really need to add again, right? If the signals come at the same price, you don't want to buy and buy. You could, but typically I'll only average down if I'm down 20% on the position. But if I was in this, I'd just be looking to buy more on the next green dot that we get here on CEG. So again, the trading rules will state over here, if you guys follow our trading strategy, right, we want to average down, okay? Look to average down if a position declines 20% or more. Okay, a lot of people can't hold through a 20% drop, but it doesn't matter to us because we don't overextend ourselves into positions, right? We never want to exceed more than 2.5% of our total portfolio in one trade, meaning, hey, if we do get this green dot here at 260 and it goes the other way, right, it's not going to kill our portfolio. We'll just be able to buy again when the next signal comes. The low for this off of this signal back here in February was right there at 240. So I'd be looking to average down somewhere around 200 to 230, but I think the energy trade is over, guys. I think it's done. I mean, look at this stock. I mean, really, the last time you had the opportunity to buy was right there at 190, and then also back here in April at 72. Again, we want to buy when the wave is down here, given a green dot. This means the stock is beat up. Okay, I don't think this one's done dipping. If you want to set a stop loss on it, I would put one right there at 240, and you just want to see the green dot come back on the chart there. What else we got? I see one for CELH from William in the chat. CELH, Celsius Holding. This one's sitting down here at 29. It did get a golden dot. I believe that was today or yesterday. So that is a 1 to 6 month buy signal if you guys are if you guys are taking that, all of our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. Again, very beat up from 67 all the way down here to 29. I like this one down here. I like this one a lot here. I mean, you got support right there at like 26.50. You did get the gold dot, so again, if you're choosing to play that signal, you have to be willing to wait for 6 months. I'd like to see it break out over those EMAs, but the gold dot is a pretty accurate signal for a swing trade. You can either look for that or the weekly dot to come back up. But Celsius, they have very impressive earnings. If you look, their company is growing pretty fast here. I mean, their energy drink is in almost every single grocery store I walk to. And you can see their earnings, their reported revenue goes up every quarter. So they're making a ton of money. Stock's been really beat up. We bought this one back in 2025, I think, right down here at like 22. And it went all the way up to 70. And now it's pulling back. So really with this, like if you want to play the gold dot, go ahead. I think $30 is a good level for it. Otherwise, you could wait for the weekly signal to come there just to confirm the bottom. But I think that one's going to probably bottom right here around 30. Solid fundamentals on that too. What else we got? Dieter says, cheers from Belgium. Welcome, brother. Dieter says, someone, is that a... I don't see that stock or crypto. If you could just drop the tickers for me. We got a ticker right here from Alan at CLSK. This thing had a nice move today as well. Again, we got our signal back here at around 9. It's all the way up here at 14, so this thing's running. What I'd be watching for is a red dot here on the weekly, or for that to come back up here to the red zone. Again, our selling strategy, and again, guys, if you guys do not understand our swing trading strategy here, we are swing traders, not day traders. Okay, I have a free trading course over here in the Discord if you guys want to check that out, completely free. It's here on YouTube. Just click on the trading course tab. But one of our selling strategies in our rules is to sell a red dot in the red zone. So you can see the last time we got a red dot in the red zone was back here at $23. Okay, this is a Fibonacci retracement tool. If you guys don't know what this tool is, it's a Fibonacci retracement indicator. And again, I have links to all the indicators over in the Discord as well if you guys want to download these. But you can see the red dot in the red zone is where we take profits. So therefore, when we buy, what we want to do is we want to wait till our assets get back up to the red zone. So if you were buying, right, CLSK down here at $8 off this signal, right, you want to wait for the price to come back up here, right? It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, again, all our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. You guys will learn in the trading course. Okay, 1 to 6 months out on all investments. So when we get our signal, right, when we get our buy signal on the weekly like this, we have to be willing to wait 6 months. Like I've been reiterating that today in the Discord. I know emotions are really high with all the price fluctuation and things like that. But ultimately, if you can't hold for 6 months, this is not a strategy for you, okay? Go join a day trading. I don't want you to leave, right? Because I really enjoy having you here. I love all the Spartans. But again, this is the hardest part about our strategy is waiting, right? So when we're buying down here, right, in April at $8, we need to be willing to wait until price comes back up to here. It's not going to happen overnight, right? It normally takes 1 to 6 months. That's why I put in those rules, okay? All investments are for 1 to 6 months out. So if you can't wait a minimum of 6 months, okay, this strategy isn't for you, okay? Because it takes time to get back up here. I mean, last time we got the signal was back here in 2025 of last year. That was April on CLSK. We actually bought this one down here at $7. I think I sold somewhere around 14 for a 100% move. But again, from here, from April all the way up here to July, April, May, June, July, that was a 4-month trade, buying here and selling here. It sold off, gave you another signal here, ripped up over the next week. So sometimes it can happen in a month. Sometimes it takes 4 months. Sometimes it takes 6 months. Sometimes it might even take 8 to 7 months, but ultimately we're waiting for price to come back up here. We're waiting for the wave to come back up here, okay? Eventually it will, okay? Eventually, if you're buying good quality assets, it will. So CLSK still looks good here. I'd be targeting up here around 22 on CleanSpark here. I think that one looks really good. Another energy company here. So everyone's talking about the energy shortage we're going to have, and everybody needs to buy energy stocks, so on and so forth. Okay, I can't disagree with that with all the AI stuff going on as well. I see one here for Derek for PayPal. PayPal's just hanging out right now around 40, 43, 44. I mean, you can see we bounced on support back here in March. That was 2 months ago, right there at 42. So we're just ranging right now, right? We're ranging between 50 and 40. Okay, not doing anything. Again, our target on PayPal is all the way up here at 74 in the red zone. Okay, last time we got a red dot in the red zone was back here in 2025, up here at $92. Okay, red dot in the red zone, that's when we sell. So again, it takes time for this to get back up here. I know patience is very hard in the markets because a lot of us will log in and look at our charts every day, and it might be red and we might be disgruntled by it, but ultimately we got to keep the long-term mindset. Okay, if we're buying stocks down here, we're buying stocks that are very beat up. Okay, I mean, PayPal right now is sitting at a 10-year low. So if you believe in the company of PayPal, which is one of the biggest online merchants for like online payments, sitting at the lowest price in 10 years, making more money than they've ever made before. 8.35 billion was a record, almost a record quarter from them. Okay, their record quarter came back here at 8.68. Okay, that was a quarter ago. So they're making more money than they ever have been as a company, but their stock's sitting at a 10-year low. So I also like the monthly alert on PayPal. You guys know I have a position on this. I'm just waiting till it gets up to the red zone. So holding, if anything, I'll be buying more on the next green daily dot down here. Okay, building positions over time. Building positions over time. I see one here for Theta in the Discord. Theta got a red dot here, so I'd have a stop loss probably set somewhere around 18 cents on Theta. So if you see a red dot pop up, like for example, Algorand has a red dot right now. I have a position on Algorand, right? Your stop loss would be at the previous low, which is right around 10 cents. Okay, same thing with some of these other names. Given red dots, again, we can't control the price action, right? It's not up to us. We can't control the markets. What we can do is we can control our reaction to the markets. So all the red dot is it's a warning sign, right? It's like, hey, this is a potential, right? This is a potential sell-off signal. So what we do to protect our risk to the downside, if we see this, is we set a stop loss at the previous low. This signal could go away this week. This signal could be completely gone. It might not even be there come Sunday if we can get back up over like 12, 13 cents. So to protect yourself, if you don't want to risk holding it back down here to like 8 cents where the signal came, because again, we bought right here at 8 cents. It went all the way up to 13 and had a little pullback last week. Last week was brutal for crypto. I think we can all agree, right? 20% drops everywhere, but that's typical for crypto. If you can't take the volatility of crypto, don't trade crypto, because crypto is the most volatile asset class out there because it's such a small market cap industry, right? There's not a lot of money like there is in gold and silver and stocks, so it's easy to manipulate. So again, I think crypto is going to be around forever. Unless the grid goes out, I'm not worried about crypto going anywhere. So that's why I'm loading up on all these projects that have actual utility like Algorand. And again, if I see this signal, I can make a decision to A, do nothing. B, I could short it if they have an ETF, or you could short it on some platform that you have. Or C, we can set a stop loss at the previous low. The previous low was right here. Okay, that's where we bounced on April at 9-10 cents. Started bouncing. Okay, and it has a red dot. That doesn't mean I'm going to panic sell right now. That just means I'm going to set a stop loss, or do nothing, or short it, depending on how I feel about the trade. So Theta did have one, so I'd set a stop loss right there at probably around 18 cents. YEXT. And yeah, if you guys want to join the chat, you guys can click the join button on this video. You could also get your chart requests over here in the chart request thread inside the Discord, whatever you guys want to do. YEXT, so this looks like a penny stock sitting at the lowest price it's ever been. What do their earnings look like? So they may actually make a decent amount of money. I don't know what this company is, so we could actually look this up over here. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you get access to the research tool. So what you could do is type in /info and then type in the ticker. So this was YEXT. And then what that does is it actually pulls up what they do. So they're a technology company that provides a comprehensive platform for digital knowledge management, allowing businesses to optimize their online presence. It's a $358 million company, and they're based in New York with 1,020 employees. So again, charts at all-time lows. So like if Apple was at all-time lows, obviously I'd be telling you guys to buy. We want to buy good quality assets at a great price. So what I mean by good quality assets is we buy companies that actually are making money and growing. How do we know if a company is growing? We can look at their earnings. Like for example, HIMS. Like what I like to do is just look at their revenue, right? A publicly traded company has to report their revenue every single quarter, meaning every 3 months they have to report their earnings. So you could see back here on May of 2025, last year at the same time, they made $586 million. Okay, we can go to May of this year when they just reported, and they made $608 million. Last quarter they made $617. So their revenue is going up, right? The amount of money they're making is increasing. Okay, which tells me that the company is growing, right? That's what we want to see. So we don't want to buy meme coins or penny stocks. We want to buy good quality assets, good quality companies that we believe are going to be here for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Hopefully that makes sense. Shoot, I think I lost my spot again. What do we got here? We are on ASAN. If you guys have questions too, feel free to drop them in the chart request section or the live chat as well. If you guys have questions about the indicators, like I'm just here to serve you guys. This is Asana. So again, all-time low, penny stock. A penny stock is a stock that's under $10. If you like this one, I would use a stop loss at 550. Trying to reverse here this week. Still stuck in a pretty brutal downtrend. I would use a stop loss at 550 if I was going to play that here. Doximity, getting smoked. I mean, again, another stock that's at an all-time low, the lowest price it's ever been, so it's never been a better time to buy the company. Their earnings actually don't look bad. I mean, they're kind of just stagnant. They're kind of just sitting where they are. But this stock's been beat up pretty bad. So what I'd like to see is this thing get back over these EMAs. Again, this EMA ribbon we use on the daily chart, when we're down below it, we're stuck in a downtrend, right? We're trending down, trending down, trending down. Okay, when we break up above it, okay, that's when the bull run starts. Okay, that's when the bear or the bulls step into control and we start trending up. So it's really easy to tell if we're in a bull market or a bear market just by looking at these EMAs here. And if we're down below it, we're stuck in a downtrend. You can look at some of these crypto names that we've been following, like Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum went into, you can see the red dot in the red zone that I was talking about here on the daily chart. That came at $4,700 back in October. Okay, and ever since that time, Ethereum has just been stuck in a downtrend. Okay, stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend. And now it's consolidating. So we'd like to see Ethereum get back up over those EMAs as well. And we're targeting still around 4,300 to 4,800 there on ETH. We got LUMN. That one's up in the red zone. So yeah, we'd be taking some profits here. Hopefully you got in down here in March at around 6. You're up around 50%. I would at least use a stop loss at $8. $8 on the stop loss if you didn't sell some up here in the red zone. Render, RNDR. That's RENDR. I believe this one's still looking good. I still like this one a lot over $1.65. If you ask ChatGPT about Render, it is very hyped on it. I mean, it's a very big AI name. We're still targeted up here between 350 and 450 on Render. I really like the monthly chart here, and I also really like the, I don't like the red dot as much, but again, if you use a stop loss at like 155, just to protect yourself in case we do have a fluctuation down. I think a lot of these signals aren't going to be here by the end of the week on a lot of these cryptos. I think they're just showing up now, but they'll disappear because I think the rest of the week we're going to be green and moving up. But again, if you want to protect yourself to the downside, I'd use a stop loss at like 150 on Render. And then Algorand, we talked about this one a little bit as well. That one also had the red dot. So again, if you want to set a stop loss, you want to set it at the previous low. The previous low was right here in April where we bounced. You can see we bounced right on that 9 EMA. It's actually bouncing really nicely here. That thing was up around 5% today. But as long as it holds on to like 0.097, it looks good. Okay. As long, again, we got a red dot, but a red dot is no reason to panic. It's just a reason to either A, short the stock or the crypto, or set a stop loss, or again, do nothing. Okay, so I'd put a stop loss right there at probably 0.095. What else we got? Oh, we got the tickers coming in the live chat today, baby. I love to see it. ServiceNow looks good. I'd really like ServiceNow. So again, if you look at the EMA ribbon I was just talking about, look how long we've been in a downtrend. Since back here in September of last year, about 7 months, this thing's just been down, 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 to down, to down, down. And now, hey, we're breaking out of the EMAs. We're actually gapping up over the orange line. That orange line is also a good tell to see whether we're in a bear market or a bull market. When we're down below it, we're getting rejected. But when we break up above it is normally when price action will reverse to the upside. I really like ServiceNow. I think I entered that one somewhere around $90. I'm up a little bit on it. I think my leverage position's up like 30% right now, but it looks very strong. If you want to put a stop loss on it, put it right there at 90. I don't see that one going back below 90. That one looks very, very strong. I was looking at the monthly chart here too. This thing looks very, very bullish here on the monthly. Okay, sold off from 236 all the way down here to $81. That's a 70% drop. Okay, we want to buy stuff that goes down 70%, especially if it's a good quality company, and they make They make a ton of money. They're making 3.2 billion. You can see that number's going up every quarter, meaning they are gaining market share. So I really like this one. I mean, the true macro low is right down there at 80. I do have a position on it. I like the fact that it gapped up over that 9 EMA. I think this one looks very strong. Our target's between 180 and 200 here for service now. I see one here from Derek for MP. That is, what do we got? We got a red dot on this one as well. So I'd probably use a stop loss on this one at like 53. 53 on the stop loss. That one didn't quite reach the red zone, but it got pretty close. So sometimes you just kind of got to use your medulla oblongata. That got a red dot right there at around 76 and sold off pretty hard. So you could have trimmed some here. I know it didn't get right to the red zone. I mean, it got to the red zone back here in October at 100, and now it's just kind of going sideways. So not my favorite. I'd wait for the green dot to come back. If I was in this, I would definitely set a stop loss right there at around 52. 52 on the stop loss on that one. Alan, what's going on, brother? You're welcome, man. Happy to help, brother. KTOS. Hey, guys, if we can get this video to 100 likes by the time I sign off here, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the live chat here. So if we can smash the like, get to 100 likes. I think we got about 104 people watching. Wow, we're already at 43 likes right now. That's super easy to do. If everyone likes the video right now, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the live chat here before we sign off. KTOS selling off hard. Again, everyone was really hyped up about this back here in February at $120. What do we never do here, guys? We never buy when the wave's up here. Never, never, never. Never, 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 never buy up here on the weekly chart. No, 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 no. We want to buy when things are beaten up. So the last time the wave was all the way down here was back here in 2022. Okay, 2022, we got the signal at $9. Okay, you also had some right here at 12. You had one at 9, and this thing just absolutely, I mean, if you bought this one at $9, you made over 1,000% over the next couple of years. I think the monthly, yeah, look at that monthly alert right there, December 2022, $9 all the way up here to 137. Insane. But now that thing's coming down. I would not buy this. I would, again, wait for the breakout over these EMAs or wait for the green weekly. I think that one's going to come down and touch our 4-year moving average at probably around 42. So don't catch this knife. That's fallen pretty hard. Again, next time take your profits right there around 100 and don't write it down. But look for the green weekly or look for that breakout over those EMAs. What else we got? Yeah, I mean, Warren Buffett says it best, man. You should be excited when your name goes down. I mean, if your name is dropping, if your name is red, you should be happy because you get the opportunity to keep buying more, right? We're investing into these assets because we think they're going to be much higher, right? Producing much more in the next 5 to 10 years. If you don't believe your company or your stock or your crypto is going to grow, right? If you don't think the company is going to grow in the next 5, 10 years and be around still, don't buy it, okay? We want to buy good quality assets. What I have found over 10 years of doing this is the only time you have anxiety about a position is two things, right? You either don't believe in what you're buying, you don't believe in the company, or you don't believe in the crypto. Okay, you don't know what it is, or you're just unaware of what they do, right? You get anxiety about that because again, you're buying something that you don't really know what it's doing. You don't really know what it provides, or you don't know what it does. And anxiety number 2 is that your position is too big. So if you're nervous about a position or you're anxious about a position, it's because your position is too big. Okay, I tell you guys over here in the trading rules, okay, again, if you guys watch this course, I mean, I've put a lot of time and energy into this, and it's completely free over there if you guys want to check that out if you're new. But I tell you guys, never exceed more than 2.5% of your total portfolio on one trade. Meaning if I bought KTOS, okay, let's just say I bought the red dot. Let's just say I wasn't familiar with these indicators. I didn't know what I was doing. Right, and I bought this right here. I bought the red dot right there at $100. I've used 2.5% of my total portfolio. Okay, so if I have let's just say I have a $100,000 portfolio. This is just an example. $100,000 portfolio. 2.5% of $100,000 is $2,500. Okay, so I'm putting $2,500 of my $100,000 into this signal, which you should never do. Right, we only want to buy down here. Okay. and it's down 50%. How much did I lose? I lost $1,250, which is 1.25% of my total portfolio. I can live with that, okay? A lot of the stuff we buy, if you're buying off of these signals, a lot of the time it's not going to go down 50%, right? If you're buying down here, you're not going to lose 50%. Rarely will you ever lose 50%. That way, it doesn't destroy you, right? If I were to put 50% of my portfolio in right here, okay, and it goes down, well, I just lost 25% of my total portfolio. So that's why we use position sizing. If there's one thing you guys can go learn about after this live stream to become a better trader, it's position sizing. And I actually shared a video over here. This video right here, by Ray Dalio. He owns one of the biggest hedge funds in the world. Again, this is not, I don't promote him. I just listen to guys like this, right? I listen to guys like Ray Dalio. I listen to guys like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, some of the greatest investors of all time. This video right here explains diversification and why you should do it to the absolute T, okay? This is a great video. It's right here in Spartan Chat. I shared it right over here if you guys want to watch that, but that's a great video. Ray Dalio is a good one. There's a lot of good Charlie Munger, right? Warren Buffett. Those three guys right there, if you just study them, I mean, you're going to do very well if you guys can understand market structure and how it works and right, so on and so forth. Markets go down sometimes. I mean, look at Ethereum. Ethereum's been going down for 8 months. Okay, we called the top of Ethereum right here in August. Okay, $4,700. Okay, it went down 64% off of that signal. You think people are excited about Ethereum right now? Think they're happy? No, because the majority of them are buying up here when everyone's excited, right? People are excited when things are going up, right? This is the fun time in the market. Markets haven't been fun for 8-9 months, right? They have not been fun. I mean, no one's having a good time in crypto because everything's just gone down for 8 months. But we expected it, right? Yes, we started buying right here in December at 2,600. Yeah, we might be down 20% on the position, but guess what? We didn't exceed 2.5% of our total portfolio. We're down 30. We lost like 0.75% of our portfolio, and guess what? We got the opportunity to buy more. So our whole goal, again, is to buy good quality assets. I believe Ethereum is going to be around forever. Okay, the banks are adopting it. Pretty much the whole crypto infrastructure is built on Ethereum. It's going to be around forever. And you're getting the chance to buy it after a 70% drop. Okay, all these people on Twitter and all these influencers want to tell you that it's all over now. Guys, if you were here in August, we called this signal right out. I mean, you guys never miss a signal over here in the Discord. So if you feel bad about buying, say you bought right here at 2,600, you feel bad because you're down 20%. Well, imagine if you bought up here at 5,000 and you're down 60%. You're doing a lot better buying right here than the guys up here, okay? And yeah, sometimes bull traps happen, right? This was a bull trap, okay? If you come over here to the cheat sheet, okay, bull traps happen sometimes. They're rare, but they do happen, right? You get that move up, come down. Oh, we're going back up. Nope. I can assure you we're down here, okay? Just go look at Twitter. Go look at the comments on my videos, okay? We're down here in despair. People are not having a good time, okay? And again, I bought Ethereum right here in March at 1,900. So I'm still up on my Ethereum position. I'm down a little bit on the options just because the what do they call that? The time impairment or whatever. If something goes sideways and you're buying options, it's not good for your options because you're running out of time. But the spot price that I bought at is up still because, again, we bought on the signal right here at 1,900. Okay? So, again, when this wave gets back up here, the crypto market, I mean, the sentiment in the crypto market is going to be way different. I mean, people are going to be jumping for joy and having a good time, and everyone's going to be happy and running around, right? But only the people that are buying down here are the ones that are going to be happy. Does that make sense? Like, back here in 2025, everybody was bearish on Ethereum. Like, everyone was saying it was dead, it's never coming back, it's a crappy crypto, right? Look at that. Signal, 1,500 to 5,000. 250% move. Okay, whoever bought this signal back here with us was very happy up here. Okay, now, right, everyone just doesn't care about crypto right now because it's gone down for 9 months. 9 months is a long time. People get tired, people get bored. Okay, but those are the times you got to dig in, man. The times where everyone's quitting, the times where everyone's giving up, it's a time. That's what separates the winners from the losers, right? There's no such thing as winners and losers, guys. There's winners and quitters. So if you're a quitter, you're a loser, okay? But if you can stick it out and get through the hard times, like the Bible talks about, right? Persevering in times of turmoil, okay, you're going to win in the end, okay, as long as you're buying good projects. Are we going to be 100% traders? No, no one's 100%. But if we are diversified into 30 or 40 different names, right? I have, how many names do I have in my portfolio, right? 39. I have 39 names in my portfolio. You're going to tell me that 50% of these aren't going to hit, okay? And all these are good quality names. I mean, I know what every single one of these stocks in crypto does. I'm diversified. So it's only going to take one of those names going crazy, and it ain't going to matter what the other ones do. So, again, be diversified, don't overposition yourself, and know what you're buying. Okay, those are the lessons for today. What else we got? Covered algo. APT. I like APT here. I was looking at this one too. I have freaking 39 positions right now, so I'm holding myself back from not buying more positions, but I really like APT here. Again, this thing is down from $14 to under $1. It got the green monthly dot. This is a stablecoin protocol, so up above 79 cents. I really like this one here off the monthly. Okay, I'd definitely be a buyer of that one here, even off this weekly red dot. Again, as long as structure doesn't break when you get this red dot, as long as this low doesn't break, meaning you set a stop loss right there at 77, 78, okay, it looks good. Like, everything looks good. Our target here in the red zone will be up here around $5, which from where we sit right now, if that goes back to the red zone, that's a 440% move, okay? People aren't going to be whining in the chat and whining in the comments when price goes back up here, okay? And eventually it will retrace, right? Eventually, right? If it's a good asset, if you believe in it. I don't know much about APT, but it's a very new project, stablecoin protocol. And again, as long as, I mean, that's my signal right there in April. So that's telling me that, hey, this spot right here at 79, that is the potential bottom. How do we protect ourselves if it isn't a potential bottom? We set a stop loss. We set a stop loss at 78, 77, 76, 75, however you want to do it. I don't ever set it right at 79. I want to set it a little bit below at like maybe 75. Okay, if it breaks 75, guess what? We're probably going to keep tanking. But as long as this dot is green, we're bullish on APT. I actually like that chart a lot. IMX is another one. This is mutable. This one's also got the monthly. So again, if you believe in the project and you're getting the monthly dot, it's a buy. Okay, according to our strategy. I can't keep up with what all these projects do, but this one looks good. Again, if you're following our strategy, you've done your due diligence on this project, it looks good. What else we got? Slow Train, what's the verse of the day, my brother? BSX. BSX is selling off really hard. So again, we like stocks that sell off like this. It's got the green dot right here. What I'd like to see this one do is get up over these EMAs. So get back up over 64, right? Things a falling knife as of right now. I'd either wait for the monthly. It does have a weekly, so you could nibble on it here at around 55. These guys make quite a bit of money. A lot of these healthcare stocks have been really beaten up, but ultimately I'd want to see this one get up over these EMAs here. I'm actually going to add this one to our watch list here because it looks like a pretty big company. And it's very beaten up. So obviously we want to track those signals. Again, we call out all the signals over here in the trade alerts section, the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, and we have a thread right here under the dots and signals section of the Discord that actually tells you how to trade every single dot, which you will also learn in the free trading course over here as well. APT we covered. Sid says KEEL. KEEL, is that a stock? This one looks pretty good. The wave's pretty far up here. Hopefully you bought down here off of our signals. Again, we want to buy when the blue wave is down here below the white line. Given green dots, that just tells us that we're oversold. That came at around 190. You're up over 100% on this. This is most likely near the red zone, so I'd have a stop loss probably set around 290, even probably bump that up a little bit, maybe to 340, 350. Has some red dots up here, so I'd probably be trimming a little bit of keel here if I was trading it, just because we're getting pretty close there, and we're getting these red dots here on the daily. You got a little bit more room to go to 6, but at some point you need to not be greedy. Again, if you bought down here at 190, you're up over 100%. Anytime I'm up 100% on a position, I'm either selling 25 to 50% or the whole entire position. She also wants IREN, I-R-E-N. Iron's still green as well. So I'd have a stop loss at the previous low on this one at like 42. 42 on the stop loss for iron. Again, this thing's had a monster move. We hit the red zone back here. Got a red dot right there on May 11th. That was last week at 62. It's sold all the way off down here to 74. This is one of those names that's had a really big move. So I just make sure this one holds on to like $40. I put a stop loss at 39.30. And if it breaks, I would sell it. Hopefully you took a little bit of profit up there in the red zone. Again, we hit the red zone back here, sold off. A lot of people are hyping this name up. Again, our buying signal came back here in April at $5.50. It went all the way up to 80. Okay, so up above, I would say 42. It looks good. Cypher Digital, same thing. Pretty close. It's in the red zone. So yeah, we don't want to buy this one up here. Probably protect your gains with a stop loss at like 16.50. That's right below that previous low right there in August. Again, when this wave gets up here, okay, you got to watch those micro levels. I would watch this one right here. I put a stop loss at the previous low from a couple weeks ago at 16, call it 16.20 on the stop loss. If that breaks, I would sell it again. This thing's had a monster move already. Okay, again, we got our signal back here in April, $2.25 all the way up to $26. That was a massive, massive move. And now it's just kind of chopping around up here. So set that stop loss and watch those levels. SCO, this is, if you guys want to short oil, this is the way to do it. They have a stock split coming up here on May 28th, so be mindful of that. But yeah, I mean, this thing is obviously at the lowest point it's ever been. Oil's been going crazy. If oil ever comes back down, this should go back up. But SCO, I mean, I would be a buyer down here if I was wanting to short oil. ENJ, if you believe oil's coming back down, then buy SCO. ENJ, that had the signal right there in March around 2 cents. It's sitting at 5 cents now. Oh man, I would just, there's not really any volume in this one. I'd make sure that one holds on to 4.5 cents. 4.5 cents would be my stop loss. That would be like right here. Again, there's a lot of crypto projects out there, so it's hard to follow all of them and what they do. HPQ, this one actually looks pretty good here, bouncing off the 9 EMA at $20. I like this one here. Up above 20, I think HPQ looks really good. See how it broke out over the EMA? Again, when we're down below the EMAs on the daily, okay, we're in a bear market. Okay, we've been in a bear market since October of last year. What did we do here? We broke out. That means the bulls are in control. So this looks really good. That one looks primed for like 28, 30 bucks. They got earnings coming up, looks like next week. But I actually have a position on that that's doing pretty well. I'd be targeting up there at around 28 on HPQ. Oh, you said look at the monthly. Yeah, monthly looks good. Dot is still green. Monthly stop loss could be 1950. 1950 on the stop loss. Robinhood. Robinhood's still green as well. So I actually bought this one right here around 74. I'm about break even on the trade. If this goes any lower, I'm just going to continue to buy it. I think Robinhood's going to be a massive finance company in the future. I'm talking next 5-10 years. This thing could probably be trading around like $400 or $500 if it keeps growing at the rate that it's growing. Yeah, I like it. I think I bought that signal right there a few weeks ago at like 73 or 72. So again, I'm about break even on it. It's had a nice pullback from 150 all the way down here. That's a 50% pullback. So I still really like Robinhood here. What else we got in the chat? I see one for, we got OXY, Oxy. It's got a green dot here on the weekly. I'd move my stop loss up to like 57 on this. 57 on the stop loss. Again, we're in the red zone, so we're not looking to take positions here. I'd be looking to sell the next red dot here on Oxy. I definitely sold this one too early. I think I sold it somewhere around like right here at 50, 52. Kept going, obviously. But as long as this one can hold on to that level right there at 56.50, I think it looks really good. What else we got in the chat? I see one for HD, Home Depot. Home Depot is trying to find a bottom here at 300. Again, when we're down below these EMAs, we're stuck in a bear market. Looks like they've reported earnings. Wow, $41 billion in earnings. That's a huge quarter. Got the green dot right there. So Home Depot, I just don't know how I feel about some of these material home builder stocks. They're just, I don't think a lot of people are building homes right now, guys. With the state of the economy and how expensive groceries and everything are, I just don't think there's a lot of people building as there were in the past. But 300 is a good psychological level. Again, we bounced at like 275 back here in 2023. So it is beaten up, right? Down from 440 all the way down here to 300 is a pretty decent drop. I'd wait for the green weekly on that one, or for us to get back over these EMAs. Because again, as long as we're trending below these, we're in a downtrend. 300 is a pretty big psychological level though for HD. What else we got? Lucid, LCID. If you guys want to join the chat, if you're on the live, just hit that join button under the video. 550. This thing looks like a rug pull. I wouldn't touch this. Wouldn't touch it. Car maker, I think. Wow, that's an ugly drop there. That looks brutal. So again, I'd wait for it to get back up over these EMAs, or I mean, it has the weekly signal, but again, it's a falling knife. So you want to wait till that one breaks back out over those EMAs. I might even set me a alert on this for when it happens, and see where that goes. I see one here from the Discord for NVTS. Up in the red zone. Red dot in the red zone, we're sellers. Okay, we're selling up here at 19. Okay, we don't care if it keeps going. Look where the wave is, though. Okay, we're not buying up here. We're selling. Last time the wave was up here, look what happened. 50% drop. I'd be taking profits on NVTS right here. I'm shorting chip stocks right now. I have no interest in any of them. EOSE gave the signal right here at 570. It's sitting at around 7 right now. I like it over $6. Over $6, I think it looks good. I mean, this thing can come all the way down to $4 and still be bullish. But again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. We're holding. If you can get it closer to where we got the signal right there at 450, okay, that'd be a better price. But it's sitting right on that 4-year average. Okay, I think this is another energy company. They don't really make that much money. So I'd put a stop loss if I was in this position, probably somewhere around 580, 590. NOC. This one don't look bad. Nice pullback here. I like this over 540. Wow, they make a ton of money. They make a lot of money. Yeah, I like this one. No green dot just yet, but that looks like a nice little reversal candle there. This looks good. I liked it a lot more than I did up here at 670. Or 760. I know I talk a lot about these EMAs, guys, but when you're that far off of the moving averages, that blue line, see how when we're extended off of it, it pulls back into it? Okay, eventually that will happen to all these names. Like Intel, right? Intel eventually is going to come back down. Okay, I don't care if you think it's the best stock or any, right? It always pulls back. It always retraces. So I actually like that one here. NOC looks pretty good. Just wait on that signal. What else we got here from the chat? I see one for CTSH. Ugh, ugly. All-time low. Oh, no, all-time low is down here at 40. Yeah, just wait for the signal on this one. It's trying to find a bottom right here at 45. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, bro? CLX. Clorox. I like Clorox here. Clorox is sitting at a 2014, that's a 12-year low, lowest price in 12 years, and they pay a 5% dividend. And they got a green weekly showing up this week. Clorox looks good. I like Clorox a lot for a value name. This isn't going to be one of those ones that goes up 400%, but if you want a good, solid stock to hold for the long term right now, I think Clorox is a great brand. Okay, they make those cleaning supplies. I'm sure you have some of them in your house. Again, 5% dividend is really good. Up above 84, it looks good. Up above 84. We'd be buyers of that here on the weekly. What else we got? Remind me what the purple and green line and the blue wave mean. So the blue line is the stochastic RSI. The purple line is the RSI. So relative strength index, stochastic relative strength index. You can go watch videos on both those, but these are all combined, right? It's just this all-in-one indicator here at the bottom of my screen here. And again, you guys can download all of these indicators, meaning you can get my same layout with all the indicators if you guys are new down here under the trading indicator tab in the Discord. Just click this link. There's a link to click. You click a couple buttons and everything loads right into your TradingView account, meaning your screen will look exactly like my screen over here on YouTube. ZBEC, or what are you talking about here? ZEB. ZEBECK. ZBEC. Yeah, if you guys could just drop the tickers, that'd be great. I'd put a stop loss on this one. I think I'd put a stop loss around 0.0026 again, because you got the red dot. So you need to set a stop loss probably right there at 0.0026. If that breaks, I would sell it. Again, we bought this one down here at 0.0019. It went all the way up to 0.004. That was a 100% move. Now it's pulling back. As long as this holds that level at 0.0026, it's bullish. Okay, you just really want to make sure that holds. Watch for the green daily to come here this week. If that green daily comes and we get a bounce to the upside, you should see this one absolutely explode. In the meantime, I would just set a stop loss at 0.0026. What else we got? LDOS. LDOS. Getting rocked, dude. Okay, this thing's just getting smoked. So, again, we like stocks that sell off like this. From 200 all the way down here to 1. That's great. Okay, let's wait for a signal now. Okay, you got one back here. Looks like that one came in April at 150. You could have had a stop loss set right there at 150 when you entered off of that, right? That would have saved you that fluctuation down on their earnings, but this thing's very beat up. I like it here. Anytime it goes below that 9 or that EMA, look like it did right there, like it did right there, like it did, been a buying opportunity. So this actually looks really interesting. I actually really like this call out here. LDOS. I'm going to add this one into the watch list here. So now you guys will get signals on that over in the Discord. But I watch for the weekly to confirm the bottom. But again, if you look at the history of the chart, every time since back here in 2014, again, that's 12 years of data. Okay, you can't argue with the data, right? You can't argue with the charts. Every time it has that dip below that blue line, it rebounds. Dip below the blue line, rebound. Dip below the blue line, rebound. Dip below the blue line. Will this be the first time in 14 years that it doesn't play out? Possibly, but I mean, the chances are pretty good and in our favor on this one. Again, I don't know what this stock does, but they make around $5 billion every 3 months, so they're pretty big. What else we got? What's up, Marlock? I see one for William for Flood, Flood. I don't see Flood. XDC. I think that's a crypto. Yeah, that one's turning the corner here. I like that one breaking out over the orange line. So again, the orange line is like the 2-month moving average. So whenever we're down below that, we're in a bear market, right? Bear. But now we're breaking up above it. So this looks really strong here, dude. I'd be a buyer of XCN here. DAG. I think that's a crypto you're talking about. Wow, that had a really big move there. Really big move there on DAG. Hopefully you didn't chase it. Let's see if there's another one. KuCoin. So yeah, that gave the signal right here. Down here at 0.007, it went all the way up to 0.025. That was around a 300% move. So I like it as long as it holds on to a penny. I put a stop loss at a penny on it. Make sure it holds a penny. It's coming back down into the EMA, so that's good. Stop loss could go right there at 0.00011. Visa. Visa looks good. Okay. Again, down below the EMAs, bear market. Break up above it, pull back. Ripsky, pull back. Okay, trending up. This one looks good. That one's a hold. I wouldn't be a buyer because, again, we want to buy down here at these prices, okay, at 300. You're already up 10%, and that thing looks like it's just going to continue going up. MasterCard. And, again, guys, you only get, like, one opportunity to buy your assets at a good price every year. Okay, one time a year. So if you guys get annoyed, I've been getting some people messaging me on social media and stuff saying how they're annoyed with my content. And it's like, well, first off, you could just click the unfollow button. I mean, that's the one thing you could do. But the second thing is, like, the reason I'm so passionate about it, because you literally get one time a year to buy your asset, okay? If you believe in an asset, you get, like, one good time, good opportunity. If you look at Ethereum, okay, all the way back here since 2022, okay, again, 4 years of data. 4 years is a lot of data, guys. The best time to always buy Ethereum is when the wave is down here giving a green dot. That came at 1,000. This came in 2023 at 1,500. 2024 was right here at 2,100. Again, it went up to 4,000. 2025 was at 1,500. And here you are in 2026 at 1,900. So one good opportunity a year, pretty much, to buy your assets. So that's just the way it goes, according to our strategy. Again, in 3, 4, 5 months, I don't think I'm going to be saying, I'm not going to be bullish anymore. I'm going to be more cautious because more than likely the wave's going to be back up here, okay? And then this is not where I want to buy. This is where we want to sell. So I'll be telling you guys to sell when the wave is up here. I'm not saying sell right now. I'm saying you could set a stop loss or short, but it doesn't make sense to unload your Ethereum down here at these levels, okay? Because again, we've already experienced the 70% pullback. 70% pullback, you read any investing book, okay? Master Money, the Game is by Tony Robbins. That's a great one. He says in that book, historically, if you look at some of the top assets in the world, every time they drop 50, 60%, that's the time to buy, right? Because again, the majority of people are wanting to buy up here when everything's exciting, right? When crypto chat over here in the Discord just going nuts, everyone's happy, they're jumping. That happens up here, okay? That does not happen down here. Down here is where people are disgruntled, right? They're in despair, which is typically where we want to buy, right? We want to buy when there's blood in the streets, when things are not fun. We don't want to buy when everyone's enthusiastic, right? When everyone's telling you XRP is going to 10,000 by the end of the year. Where'd all those guys go? You guys remember that? XRP is going to 10,000 by the end of the year. Where's XRP? Okay, it is now the next year, and it's down. Again, people are really happy about XRP up here when you get that extension off the mean, okay? The mean, another word for average, again, that's the 4-year average. When we're that far off the 4-year, everybody's jumping for joy. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's bullish. And just how it's hard to buy when we're down here because everyone's so negative and the sentiment is so negative, right? It's hard to buy. You feel stupid. You feel stupid buying down here in despair because nobody's bullish, right? There's nobody on the planet that's bullish. Everyone's bearish. All the influencers are telling you it's a bear market. Everything's going down, right? Which it could go down. Like the market never ceases to surprise anybody. I mean, expect the best, but prepare for the worst. But historically, right? People are excited up here. People are not excited down here. I mean, that's just the way it is. So we want to buy when things suck. We want to embrace the suck. Okay, things suck down here. Things are really fun up here, right? Crypto chat's going to be going nuts the next time XRP comes back up here. Okay, they're going to be losing their minds. Everyone's going to be happy, and right. But now, no one's happy, right? People are just tired, right? Because again, XRP hasn't moved since February, so 3 months we haven't it hasn't moved. Like this is, you're bored, I'm bored, everybody's bored. But what is that phase called? Oh, the smart money phase. Smart money buys when things are boring. No one's talking about it anymore. No one's giving you any crazy price predictions, right? Things are just sideways, boring, right? I think I might go try to buy Pokemon cards. Maybe that'll get me rich quick, right? That's the sentiment right now, okay? People are going to go chase the next shiny object when really all we have to do is be patient, remain disciplined, and stick to the plan, right? It might be 2027 by the time this wave comes up here. I don't know. But as long as it's down here, I'm just going to keep buying. Every week when I get a paycheck, guess what I'm doing? I'm buying more. Why? Because we're right here, right? On the mean, okay? We know we're getting a fair price for an asset when we're sitting on the average, right? We can all agree that to get a fair price for something, you buy it at the average price. The average price over 4 years on XRP right now is $1.40. It's sitting at $1.36. So you're buying it at a fair price, while all these other Nimrods were buying up here at $3.50, 70% off of the average, right? That's like going to Walmart, buying your stuff at a 70% premium. They got a big sign outside that says everything's 70% more expensive. And then everyone's running into the store like, yeah, let's go buy it all, right? That's a good analogy of like what we're talking about here. Right? We either want to buy at a fair price, which is into the average, or at a discounted price, which is below the average. So again, this isn't rocket science. I mean, it's not, guys. I'm just an ordinary guy that's developed this system that I just follow and I stick to it. I don't care what somebody says. I don't care what Twitter says. I don't care what Jim Cramer says. I don't care what Donald Trump says. I could scroll out of this chart and show you that every time this thing gave a green dot, okay, in the past, since 2018, it was a good time to buy, okay? It's a good time to buy, but you have to be willing to hold until you get the sell signal. The sell signal comes up here, okay? And I want this thing to be up here at $10 just like everybody else. I do. But, again, is that a realistic thing? Are we Are we thinking logically or are we thinking emotionally? Everybody wants to get rich quick. Okay? Nobody wants to do the things that you have to do to get rich, to make money, to build wealth. And again, success leaves clues. I study guys like Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Ray Dalio. Guys that do this have done this for a lot longer than me, right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Okay? I learned from them. And all of them say, you should buy when things are bad. You should buy when people are disgruntled. Okay? I wish the markets would just go up forever. I do. But it's just not realistic. So, again, sometimes you have to have a lot of patience in these markets. And again, we've gone, look what XRP did back here. It went sideways, 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 sideways. And then what happened? Pff, big explosion. Now everybody likes XRP. No one liked it down here at 40 cents. Everyone was saying it was dead project, it's all over, right? It's a piece of crap, it's a meme coin, it's a shit coin. Up here, I mean, if you guys were around last February, I mean, everybody was talking about XRP. You said XRP was going down up here, they crucified you like they did Jesus, okay? And again, we're just following a system. I believe the system is backed by logic. We never want to buy when we're off of the 4-year average. We want to buy as close to that 4-year average as possible. So I know I'm ranting now, but I hope that makes sense. Oscar, OSCR, Oscar Health, again, big move. Where'd we get the signal? Down here in April, $12. It's up 100%. I'd be taking profits here. I'd be taking profits on Oscar, or at least trimming some. It's gone up for 8 weeks in a row. So again, if something goes up for 8 weeks in a row, normally that means we're going to snap back. You can see how far we are off the average now. Okay, we're taking profits on Oscar here. Like the stream, you get free crypto. Yeah, if we can get to 100 likes, I'll give you some free crypto. How about some XRP at the average price, at the 4-year average? I'm giving you XRP at the 4-year average. All we need is 100 likes. Should run a poll on how many people in the chat have the indicator. I'm curious. I don't really want to do that. You can ask over in the Discord. There's a lot of people in the Discord that have the indicator. GIS, this is General Mills. I made a video on this the other day. This thing has gotten slammed here. I mean, this thing is just getting wrecked. We're down to 2010 lows, 2010 lows on General Mills. These guys make like cereals and stuff like that. Their earnings are pretty good, and they pay like an 8% dividend. So this is one of those stocks I think you buy and then you just like give to your grandkids, because I mean, this is like a general, like we haven't got an opportunity to buy this low since 2010, 16 years ago. And again, they pay like an 8% dividend. I think it's 8%. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's around 8%. Okay, Warren Buffett's like licking his chops right now. Okay, because this thing's just been hit so hard. Okay, I want to see what the PE ratio is on GIS. So I was actually looking to add this one into the portfolio too for the long term, which most of my trades are for the long term. But yeah, it's at an 8 PE ratio. Like, that is so low. Warren Buffett says 15 is low. A 15 PE ratio. This thing's trading at half that. And it pays a 7% dividend. Look at this. 7% dividend yield, 8.22 price to earnings ratio. If you guys don't know what that is, you can chat GPT it. But Warren Buffett, he says companies trading within a 15 to 25 PE ratio is his sweet spot. So, I mean, obviously, if a company's failing, their earnings can go down, but typically this is historically very, very cheap. I mean, right, I can't make these charts up. You're sitting at the 2010 lows down here with a stock that pays a 7% dividend. Is this stock going to fail? I don't know, but their earnings look decent. I mean, they're making $4.5 billion a quarter. It looks like they're doing okay. They're just getting unraveled here, dude. That's crazy. I like it. I like GIS. I mean, I just buy it for the dividend, and if it goes back to 50, that's a 100% move if it just goes back up to there. So you can collect the dividend and, right, take advantage of a potential reversal here on GIS. I see one here for Plume. Plumer. Still just sitting down here around a penny. It just hasn't moved since February, right? We're just sideways. Boring. Boring. Okay, we're all bored. We're all tired. We just want this move. But it's not coming. But eventually, right, if you believe in the company, believe in the project, it should come. It does have a red dot right here on the weekly, so I'd use a stop loss right there at 0.008. I'm just going to buy this one all the way down if it keeps dipping. This is a really big real-world asset play, RWA. They like have certifications with the SEC and things like that. I've definitely done my due diligence on this project, and I like it down here a lot. It's a very low market cap play. It's like a $50 million market cap. So, I mean, if it goes to a $5 billion market cap, that's 1,000%, which is very doable in a bull market. We're just stuck in this phase right now. And again, this phase is where people get very impatient, right? People just get very emotional, very impatient, right? It's never going to go up. I just hope it goes back to my break even, right? We're just waiting. Right? We're just waiting till the wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot. Okay? Up here in the red zone's sitting at 10 cents right now. If it goes to 10 cents, you're talking about a 800, 900% move from where the price sits. So, yeah, I do have a position on Plume. I'm down in Texas. We're having some crazy storms. Power is out. Man, pray for you, brother. God bless Texas. I got the indicator. It's already paid for itself 3 to 4 times. On the wallet I'm only using the indicator on. Got it last month. That's awesome, dude. Happy it's working. I got the indicators. It's been a game changer. My financial advisor is asking me to look at stocks. Your financial advisor is asking you to look at stocks? That's funny, dude. Tell your financial advisor to join the club. Uniswap looks good. I mean, Uniswap's been down at $3, guys, since February. Again, I'm bored. You're bored. We're all bored. Okay? Nothing changes that. Okay? Complaining doesn't change that. We just got to remain patient. Wait. The wave always comes back up here. It always does. It always does. Okay? You had the chance to sell Uniswap at $11. Went down to 3. Had a chance to sell Uniswap up here at 20. Went down to 4. Okay? This is a huge pullback. I don't see this one going back below 280. No way. Okay? Still a buy, still a hold. I see INOD. Excuse me. INOD, I'd be a seller of this. Okay, nice move there. It's in the red zone, though. Red dot in the red zone, we sell. IBM, this is most likely, wow. Why is IBM down and all the other chips are up? So that's sitting on the 4-year. So that actually looks really good. IBM actually looks really good here. Okay, probably favorite request so far today. I like it a lot. I like it a lot here on the 4-year. So, again, Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man, says anytime your name touches the 200 EMA on the weekly chart, which is that blue line, that's the 4-year moving average, you should buy it. Okay, you're buying at the average price over 4 years, which is a fair price, okay, according to the data. So I think IBM looks really good here. I like it a lot. I like IBM a lot here. RSG looks good. Got the signal this week, so your stop loss would be right there at 198. That'd be a buy if you want to buy garbage companies. Literally, this is a garbage company. I'm not saying it's a garbage company, but they actually collect garbage. Target would be up here at like 250 to 260. Iron, we already did Iron. Iron, I think the stop loss is like 42. We did EOSE. SMCI. SMCI is right at 30. So again, we got the breakout right here at 20. Okay, signal came at 20. It's sitting at 30 now. And we're pulling back into the EMAs right where we want to be buyers. So I like this one. Target's still up here at 60. That one's still a hold. You could even add to your position here going into those EMAs. Poet's, yeah, I'd be a seller. Seller of Poet. Got the red dot there. Looks like that came on Monday around 16, 17 bucks. It's down to 13 now. So very volatile looking stock there. But it's very far off the averages. So yeah, we'd be looking to take some off or set a stop loss at like 1190, which was the low from today. Tempest AI, TEM. This one looks good. It does have the red dot, so you want to make sure you have a stop loss set at 41, but I do like this one. Big AI name here. Really nice candle today. Really nice green dot there on the daily. Target's up here at 90 to 100. What's her name was buying this one? Nancy Pelosi was buying this one. I think we got the news of her buying like right back here, and look where it's at. It's right where she bought it, right here at 41, 42, before it went to 95. I like TEM here. I think this looks really good. Got a nice bounce there too on the daily. So as long as that one holds on to 41, it looks good. Sup with TTD, pumped and dumped. Unbelievable. Yeah, sometimes stocks will pump and dump, but ultimately I think, what the heck? I think TTD is a solid company. I mean, they had earnings for one, but they're trading at a really good PE ratio here. Earnings wasn't the greatest call. But right now, it's just trying to bottom down here at like $19. So again, this stock's very beaten up from 140 all the way down to $20. That's an insane drop. I mean, look at that drop. That is insanity. But it still has this green dot here on the monthly. So if you were wanting to set a stop loss on this, I'd set it at 18. But as long as that dot remains green, we're still bullish. Again, these are 6-month swing trades. So we're accumulating, right? If you bought this monthly signal, like it's literally showing up this month. This is saying, hey, buy this and hold this for 6 months. So if you buy a stock and you're 6 months out and it goes down the next week and you sell, well, you didn't stick to the plan. You didn't stick to your plan. So we got to give this thing some time to get back up here at the red zone. So if it goes lower, right, what can we do? We can dollar cost average in. We could get stopped out and then rebuy at a lower price. There's many things you could do, but this still looks bullish to me. It's still got a green dot. It's got a red dot here on the weekly. So again, you could set that stop loss at the previous low at 1930, 1940 if you want to set it there. I do have a position on this, and I'm continuing to hold it. Uniswap we covered. Appreciate you, Bob. What if we get after the monthly appears on the weekly? Is it after the pullbacks? What if we get any how to make an entry after green dots appear? I have a free trading course over here in the Discord. If you want to learn more about our strategy and how to trade the signals, you can come over here. There's a dots and signals tab over here in the trade alerts section, which will tell you literally how to buy or how to use each signal according to our strategy, right? And again, no strategy is 100%, but I think if you follow this and can actually remain 6 months, it's at least 80% correct. Again, 80% is not 100%, so you got to leave room for error. That's why we use things like position sizing, right? Never exceed more than 2.5% of your portfolio. That way, if your name goes down 50%, you're only losing 1.25% of your portfolio. We look to average down if the position declines 20% or more. We're buying on the green monthlies and we're buying on the green weeklies. Okay, the long-term charts, the long-term time frames win in the end. And again, check out that free trading course right here in the Discord. Again, you can get all these indicators right here in the trading indicator tab. If you have any trouble downloading it, it's super simple. It takes a couple of clicks, but my email's right there if you guys have any trouble with that. What else do we got? Dang, we couldn't get to 100 likes, huh? Trying to give away XRP. I get it, man. These markets suck, dude. These markets suck. Streams are a lot funner when markets are going up. But we're live here every day regardless of markets going up or down. So markets going down is just part of the game. Okay? I wish every day was green. I really do. But it's just not the case. What's my favorite stock or crypto at the moment? Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, that's tough, dude. I don't know, to be honest with you. Chainlink's my favorite crypto, for sure. I think Chainlink's going to be a $100 coin one day. It's sitting about 30% below its 4-year average right now, which is historically a very good time to be buying. Favorite stock? I was looking at NVO today. I think NVO looks really good. I think that's going to get a big bounce this week. SMCI looks good. PayPal's really beaten up. ServiceNow really broke out this week, looking good. There's a lot of names, man. There's a lot of, I mean, anything that I'm holding, I like. And I haven't posted this actually in a week or so, so I'm just going to post this real quick for you guys over here in Overkill Trades. This is a portfolio update. I'm supposed to post this yesterday, but I haven't been live in a week, so I wanted to make sure I was taking your guys' requests. Portfolio update, so you guys can see everything I'm holding right there. By clicking on that link, it'll just pop up this, and then you could add it to your watch list. You could also copy it and just follow along if you want to see that. But I post that about once a week over there, normally on Monday, but again, I've been moving the last week, so I've been kind of offline. So yeah. What else we got? I got time for a few more here. What else we got? Anything else in the chat? I think we got all the way down here to Tempest AI. DHR is another one. DR Horton. DHR? That's not DR Horton. I thought that was DR Horton. Okay, again, very beat up. Okay, very beat up. So again, if you believe in the stock, It's trading at a low of 2020, so the lowest price in 6 years. It's trying to bounce right there off of 160. You don't got the signal yet to confirm the low, but I would watch 160 here. CRM, I was looking at this today again. It's just ranging down here. It's got the green dot right there. You actually got the MACD crossover as well. It's trying to get up over those EMAs. I would say as long as this holds 160, it's trying to break out here. It does have the weekly, so again, you can play that. CRM's a huge company. They make a ton of money. They're a massive company, and their earnings look really good. So I actually like CRM here. I actually like it a lot. I'd be a buyer of CRM right now. BABA, B-A-B-A. BABA looks good as long as that dot remains green. It's still a buy. See how it came back into the 4-year? Okay, bounced on that 4-year average. Okay, that looks good. I like BABA a lot here. AMD, I'm a seller. I'm a seller of any of these chip stocks that have gone parabolic over the last 2 months. I mean, that's just an insane move. You got the signal right there in March, 190 all the way up to 500. It's over 100% move. Again, this thing's sitting 67% off the 4-year average. Normally, when you see that extension, is when you, right, we're going to get a pullback. So I'm bearish, right, on AMD. I'm not shorting it. I'm shorting Intel because, again, same story, way up here. Okay, I'm shorting it. Okay, I'm short these names. I just think they've already had a massive move. If they keep going, great. I'll just keep buying more puts because eventually price always comes back down and returns to the mean. What else we got? All the indicator info's in that tab over there in the Discord. XTZ. XTZ looks interesting down here. Okay, down here at 30 cents. It's sitting at the lows of 2018. So again, this is the lowest price in 6 years, and these crypto influencers want to tell you that it's all over. Okay, down here at the lowest price in 6 years. So 6-year lows. We're sitting at the same price. I actually really like this one too. XTZ looks really good as well. Really, really good. I just got to do some research on XTZ. Because you can stake this one on Coinbase, I think, and make quite a bit of money. Yeah. I think it looks really good down here. I think it looks really good. Again, looking at the monthly, last time we were this low from over here was 2018, 32 cents. It's sitting at 33 cents. So again, lowest price in 6 years. If Apple was sitting at the lowest price that it was in 6 years, let's go back to Apple 6 years ago, shall we? Okay, so if Apple was down here in 2018, back down here at $37, that's a 90% drop. Would you buy it, or would you tell everybody it's a bear market? I'd probably buy it. So hopefully you know what XTZ does. I'm going to do some research on this because I actually like it. I like the fact that you can also stake it on Coinbase. But that looks interesting down there at 33. What else do we got? DYM. Ripping. Okay, ripping. Okay, it looks like a penny stock. So we don't really mess with it, but I'd use a stop loss at 55 cents. We just don't trade penny stocks here. Unless you're talking about a crypto. Oh, you're talking about a crypto. Yeah, I mean, this has been all the way down to the floor. So as long as this one holds on to 0.015, a penny and a half, it looks pretty good. But again, I don't trade stocks or crypto that look like that. I want to buy names that are going like up into the right, have a clear uptrend, right? Chain link, up into the right. It's not just falling down to the floor. Okay, charts that go up into the right are the ones you want to pay attention to, right? Near, okay, came back, gave a double bottom, NVO, up into the right, right? Buyers are stepping in here. What else we got? Dusk. Dusk looks pretty good. It's getting pretty close to the red zone though, so I'd look to sell probably the next red dot if you get that in the red zone. Use a stop loss at 11 cents. 11.5 cents on the stop loss. NNOX, just again falling to the floor, just getting wrecked. Looks like a penny stock. I'd avoid it. Wix, unless you know something about it that I don't. The chart looks awful. If you know something about the company though and you like it, great. Wix, these guys just have too many competitors now. I think AI is going to put Wix out of business. It is down here at the 2022 lows, so if you want to play the 2022 low bounce, the double bottom, stop loss at like $50, but not a stock that I'd be looking at right now. I think AI is going to wreck this company. They're a website company. Okay, I think they're, yeah, I wouldn't touch either of those. Unibase, UB. This is a newer name, so there's just not a lot of data on my chart to tell you. It's in a very strong uptrend. You want to see it hold on to 9 cents. Okay, these new names, I just don't have a lot to go off of, but you can see it's in a clear uptrend. So red zone sitting around 120 to 2. That wave's pretty far up there after a big move like that from 2 cents to 15 cents. I mean, that's a 400 or 500% move. I'd probably trim some here on Unibase. I think we're going to leave it right there for the Discord. I'll still take some from the chat here. I'll get caught up. If you guys have them, go ahead and put them in the chat. You got about probably about a couple minutes to get to 100 likes if you guys want to do that giveaway. Boom. So we'll pick up right there tomorrow, right here on YouTube. If you guys have chart requests throughout the week, just put them right here in the chart request thread. What else we got here in the chat? Dusk Zora, Z-O-R-A. This is a base name. Just getting smoked. Oh my gosh, dude. 16 cents down to a penny. So again, if you believe in it, right? If you believe in your heart that this is a good project, good company, you're buying it down here at the close to the all-time low. So at a penny, it was up at 16 cents. I think it looks good down there at a penny. Okay, you got the signal back here at penny and a half. It's now down to a penny. I don't like these new projects. I don't like trading new projects. I like trading projects that have been around for a very long time. Pyth got smacked today. Not sure what's going on with that, but they're trying to find a bottom here at around 3.5. Red dot though. So again, you want to use a stop loss at the previous low at 3.5 cents. As long as it holds 3.5 cents, it looks pretty good, but we need to hold on to that 3.5 cent level. It is trying to find a bottom right now, but not my favorite. If you believe in the company, though, it's at the all-time lows. I mean, this is the lowest it's been since March. Had a pretty nice little breakout there, but flushed it all back again. Up above 3.5. It looks pretty good. What else we got? I don't see a name for Flood, William. I do not see a name for that. XTZ, we covered that. Pike looks good. BYDDY. Looks like an OTC stock. Sitting there at the 4 years. So, yeah, we'd be buyers there at around 11.50. Again, anytime the name comes and hits this average here, I normally want to own it. Like if I want to own it for the long term, I want to buy it at the 4-year average. Ondo ripping. Yeah, Ondo had a really good week not last week, but the week before. Still looks really good. Okay, I mean, we went up 47% and then dropped 18%. Up 47%, down 18% is not bearish. I think this one's going to find a bottom right here around 32. BROS, that's Dutch Bros. Again, sitting pretty close to the 4-year. It's got a red dot, so I'd use a stop loss at around $48 on the stop loss, and I would be a buyer. Again, you got the signal right there at 47, so you're pretty close to where you got the signal, but the fact that we have a red dot just means, hey, you can either A, set a stop loss, B, do nothing, or C, short it. But up above 48.50, I still really like it. Flood or food? Talking about food. F-L-O-O-D. Flut. F-L-U-T. Flutter. Wow. Oh my gosh. Some of these stocks, I mean, this is, if you believe in the company, $4 billion quarters. I mean, this thing's sitting down here at the 2022 lows. Lowest price in 4 years. Down here at 88. Again, last time we got the green dot on the monthly, 96 all the way up to 300. I mean, I think this thing looks good as long as they're not failing as a company. Down here at the, I mean, you're buying it at the lowest price in 4 years. So, yep, that's all I see for today, guys. We'll be live again tomorrow around the same time. I'm going live around 1:30 every day. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, never miss a live stream. If you guys are not in the Discord, there's a link in the description of this video where you can join. It's free to join. We do have a members area that literally costs $4 a month. That's less than a Starbucks coffee. I think I spent like $6 on my coffee this morning. So $4 a month if you guys want to join the membership. All the links to everything you need are right over here. We got the trading rules. If you guys are new, I'd highly recommend checking out the trading course. Again, if you want to download my trading indicators, you guys can get my entire layout by clicking on this link right here. That will load everything up, all the indicators we talked about in today's video, into your TradingView account. Again, we'll be live tomorrow taking more chart requests from the live and from the Discord. You guys can get your Discord chart requests in at any time. Obviously, not everybody can make the live stream, so if you put them in over here, that gets them answered no matter what. I know it might not be instant because we have so many members, but eventually we will get to them. And then you can show up to the live stream here on the live today and request charts anytime between Monday and Friday. So God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you got some value out of this video. If you did, smash the like, and we'll see you guys in the next one.